Hey, my Padawans, what's going on? So here we are doing a review of the Riddler and Two-Face from Batman Forever from the DC Retro Collection. Now this is a continuation of the collection. I did Batman and Robin a week or two ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I did Batman and Robin. They released four the heroes and the villains. So there's only four for this collection. That's not a lot, to be honest. And these are only at Target. But I am loving this DC retro stuff. Batman Forever, 1995, one of the most hated Batman movies of all time. Okay? Everybody hates it. I don't. I watched it at the movie theaters many times. I love the movie. I like Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I love Tommy Lee Jones as the Two-Face. Chris O'Donnell and Val Kilmer. I loved it. But a lot of hate. There's been a lot of hate on the internet. That's the way it is. So we're going to take a look at these last two. Let's start with the Riddler first. The packaging is similar to the 1995 toys. Now, we'll see, when the movie came out, they had a lot of toys going on. And the Riddler sort of looked just like this. So this is mostly like a replica, re-release of the original 1995 figure. But it has a little different variations. And the artwork is different. The packaging for the 95 figure was different. But they want to keep it sort of like realistically retro, like sort of retro. So, again, this is not for kids under 3 years old. All right, now let's look at the back. And here's Robin, which I already reviewed, and Batman, because I did Batman and Robin, and I have him right here in the back, and all the languages and all the stuff. Now this is made by Spin Masters, made in Vietnam. Spin Masters makes really good toys. They did the Tron Legacy toys that I do have. And surprisingly, I was surprised because when I reviewed the first two figures, it said coming soon, Superman, and I didn't know what the hell, I didn't know what this was, and I thought it was just sort of a joke. I thought it was canceled, but it turns out the DC Retro Collection starting out with this movie, Batman Forever, and it's going with the original Superman 1978, and I did a video on this, like a short. There is going to be I think there's going to be 6 figures for the Superman original movie. So I think this is what they were trying to tell you here. And I think that's great. Because, I'm not really, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I do like some Batman comics. Superman, I love Superman with Christopher Reeve. So let's open this one up. The Riddler. Now that looks nothing like Jim Carrey. I gotta tell you, that looks nothing like Jim Carrey. But hey, the original ones didn't look like Jim Carrey either. So I think they're going with the original look. And again, it does come with this. We throw away the bubble. It sort of comes with this little base that says just the Riddler, and just throw that away. There's nothing to it. I guess spinmasters.com if you want to check it out. Alright, so here it is. Here's the Riddler. And again, it doesn't have so much articulation. It's 5-point articulation. The head, the arms, the legs. Now, if you've seen the movie, it's just a really weird film, this box thing, the mind control, and But the thing is, I'm just saying, this looks nothing like Jim Carrey, bro. At least I don't think he does. Looks like somebody else. But, I mean, it's cool though. I mean, it does have the original sort of look from the final scene where he goes crazy. So that's the Riddler right there. That looks cool. And as you can see, I got Batman and Robin back here from the other review that I did already. And what else can I say? I mean, this collection is pretty cool because, you're going back in time to 1995. I've never had these. In 1995, I think I was like in my 20s. So I did go watch the movie a lot of times at the movie theater. And I did love it. Now, I can't say that Val Kilmer was the best Batman of all time, but he just passed away. So that's why I thought I'd do this review, sort of remembering Val Kilmer. And here we have Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. Now this one kind of looks like Tommy Lee Jones. So this is pretty good. I mean, the Riddler looks nothing like Jim Carrey. I'm just saying, all right? The packaging is really cool. He's wearing the gloves and the purple. One side is what was he like? I still can't remember. One side he was like a mobster or something. Working for for Gotham City. I think he was a friend of the Joker. And the other side, he was sort of wasn't he like a political figure or something, like politician? Trying to remember. I haven't seen the movie in a while, but it's half and half. One half is a good guy, and one half is like the bad guy. And he pretended to be sort of like working. I don't know if he was working for the department or not, but hey, it don't matter. The storyline doesn't matter. And again, here we have the coming soon of the Superman line, and there's gonna be 6, and I will do a review. Let's see, Batman Forever, Made in Vietnam, Recycle, Is Not for Babies. It doesn't have a lot of accessories. This is now the Superman ones do look like they have accessories, like guns or stuff like that, like something that you got to include a little bit more with your figure. But this one doesn't include anything like a coin. Like, where's the coin? That kind of sucks. That it doesn't have the the coin that he tosses at the end of the movie. But that's all right. So let's open it up. And I do love the purple color there. Sort of a throwback to the original Batman with Jack Nicholson, as the Joker. But I never got why he, sort of looks like a... It's just, well, it's 80s, 80s, 90s. It's, people used to dress like that. We had shirts that were, leopards or tigers or something, and whatever it was. Let's look at this. That looks fine. There's his half deformed, ugly face. And there's his human face. And I know they do this in the movie. They show one half, and then they show the other half. Two-Face is a really interesting character. I don't want to get too much into it, but it's about psychology and all that. And we all have two sides to ourselves. We have the dark side, and the light side. So there you have it, guys. There's the entire collection for the DC Batman Forever line. And I think it's amazing. I think it's pretty cool. There you got the whole crew. And, you know, no one is really a villain. No one is really a hero. At least not in this movie, because I think what they try to do in the movie is they try to balance it out, you know? Like 2 heroes, 2 villains, but they're tragic. They're all tragic heroes and tragic villains, you know? Nobody's perfect. And I think that's the point of this movie. It's really sad what happens to the Riddler and Two-Face. But it's also sad what happens to Robin and Batman. So I can't really pick a side when it comes to this movie. But you always got to go, you know, Batman is doing the right thing. He's the vigilante. You know, he's helping the city. He's cleaning up the city. But there was some good to the Riddler. And there was a lot of good to Two-Face. I mean, he was not all bad. He was not all a bad person. Okay, that's why he's Two-Face. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review, guys. See you guys later, and may the force be with you. Bye.